A lot of people struggle with manifesting their dreams because they're not getting the most critical step right. This key piece is the difference between making your manifestations happen or not. To truly grasp how manifestation works, you need to master the law of attraction. This principle is all about how like attracts like. Essentially, it means that the energy you emit through your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs is what's going to return to you. When you have a deep desire for something, it's common to find it challenging to stop obsessing over it. Constant stress and anxiety about whether or not it will materialize can become overwhelming. You might catch yourself continually checking the clock, counting down the moments, and worrying about the possibility of never achieving your goal. This fixation on the outcome can lead to significant emotional distress. Stress, worry, and sadness are all considered low-vibrational emotions. When you're entrenched in these feelings, you're sending out an energy that doesn't align with the positive abundance or fulfillment you're trying to attract. This misalignment creates an energetic block. It's as if you're emitting a signal that doesn't match the frequency of what you want, making it harder for those desires to manifest. Focusing on the absence of what you want and letting negative emotions consume you creates a barrier between you and your goals. The law of attraction doesn't judge whether something is good or bad. It simply responds to the energy you're emitting. You're wrapped up in stress and worry, you're reinforcing a vibe of scarcity and lack, which only attracts more of the same. Thus, the solution becomes clear. You must stop obsessing over the possibility of not achieving your desire and learn to let go. To effectively let go, some suggest that you need to trust the universe. While trusting the universe is indeed a vital aspect of manifestation, it might not always be enough. Trusting that the universe's plan is right doesn't always soothe the fear you might feel. It's similar to knowing that an injection is beneficial for your health. That knowledge doesn't necessarily lessen the fear of the needle itself. Mindfulness and staying present can be useful for managing stress, but they often provide only temporary relief. The anxious thoughts you experience will likely resurface, and you will need to continually redirect yourself back to the present moment. Let's explore a more sustainable approach. To effectively tackle fear, you need to confront it head-on. Start by taking out a pen and your journal. We're going to face this fear directly, and writing it down is a crucial part of the process. This exercise will help you clarify and address your fears in a structured manner. Imagine that your desire did not come to fruition and that the worst-case scenario has played out. For instance, if you wanted to get into University A, but did not, and as a result, you have to attend University B, visualize how you would deal with that outcome. Now, create a detailed plan to address everything that troubles you. Begin by planning what you will do on the day you receive the disappointing news. For example, you might decide to cry for 2 hours, then take a shower, indulge in some chocolate ice cream, and eventually go to bed. Next, outline what your day will look like the following day. You might wake up, breakfast, and start organizing your tasks and responsibilities for University B, and so on. Consider how you will communicate the news to your parents. Choose the appropriate time and setting, and decide on the exact words you will use. Plan how you will tackle any challenges that may arise, covering every potential issue that comes to mind. By the end of this exercise, you will likely find that the worst-case scenario isn't as catastrophic as you initially feared. Life would go on, and your brain's exaggerated perception of the situation was creating unnecessary anxiety. This understanding is supported by scientific evidence. In the past, early humans needed to quickly detect and respond to threats like predators or harsh weather. Their fight-or-flight response, triggered by their brain's ability to recognize danger, helped them survive. Those who anticipated worst-case scenarios, like hidden predators, were more likely to make it through. This tendency is known as catastrophizing. Today, while threats are rarely life-threatening, our brains still use these ancient survival mechanisms. As a result, we often overreact to everyday stressors, such as work problems, social anxieties, or financial concerns, just as our ancestors did with real dangers. This tendency to imagine the worst possible outcomes, or catastrophizing, is a modern extension of these ancient instincts. Although it helped our ancestors avoid real dangers, it now leads to excessive worry and stress over minor issues. By practicing this exercise, you can overcome overthinking because you have directly confronted your fear and recognized that you will be okay regardless of the outcome. To further cleanse negative energy and acknowledge that the worst-case scenario isn't the only possible outcome, make a plan for what will happen if your desire is fulfilled. If you wanted University A and were accepted, plan how you will share this exciting news with your parents. Celebrate with friends and enjoy the positive outcome. Keep your journal entries, and whenever you feel the urge to overthink, remind yourself, "I'll be fine, because I've got a plan." This simple affirmation is more than just words. It's a reminder of the preparation and thought you've already put into addressing potential challenges. Revisit your plans if needed to remind yourself of the various outcomes you've already anticipated and prepared for. It's like having a cheat sheet for navigating life's unexpected challenges, making sure you're always ready and never caught off guard or overwhelmed. So that's it for today's video. The essential takeaway is that your state of being and your manifestation efforts are closely intertwined. The better you feel emotionally and mentally, the more effectively you will be able to manifest your desires. If you found this helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might need to hear this, and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next video.